Waters are fast-moving.
Unlike other big rallies,
Bit earlier at about 7 a.m., a group from the coast.
Welcome to #PHVote 2013 Rappler. Today on Rappler, despite disasters, a survey shows 94% of Filipinos enter the new year with hope. Documents show Manny Pacquiao's financial advisor had conflicts of interest. And North Korea purges the associates of the executed uncle of Kim Jong-un. Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. It's the last 2 days of 2013. A social weather station survey shows 94% of Filipinos welcome the new year with hope. This is despite a turbulent year for the Philippines, which saw massive destruction from the strongest typhoon on record and the biggest corruption scandal in recent history. This finding is a slight increase from 92% recorded in 2013. Social Weather Station says New Year hope is, quote, widespread in all areas, with Luzon being the most hopeful at 97%, followed by the Visayas at 93% and Mindanao at 92%. Based on previous data, Filipinos are more hopeful than fearful at the end of every year. Since the Social Weather Stations first conducted the survey in 2000, Filipinos' New Year hope has not gone below 80%, with the lowest level ever recorded at 81% in 2004, the year of a turbulent presidential election. With 2.5 years left in his term, President Benigno Aquino asks Filipinos to remain united in 2014. In his New Year's message, Aquino praises the government's accomplishments in 2013 and says reforms will continue if Filipinos work together.
Kayo, ang aming mga boss, ang nagkukumpas ng direksyon ating tatahakin. Magpatuloy lang po tayo sa pagkakapit-bisig. Mula sa kabataang umaasang makaambag at dumamay sa paghubog ng mas magandang lipunan, hanggang sa mga nakakatanda na may obligasyong magpamana ng maunlad na kinabukasan sa susunod na henerasyon. Ang pakikiambag ng bawat isa, ang susi sa pag-abot natin sa ating mga mithiin.
Aquino also alludes to the consecutive calamities that hit the country in 2013. He says the people's resilience and bayanihan spirit will overcome any disaster in 2014. The president also recounts what he considers his administration's successes in the past year. These include increased global confidence in the anti-corruption campaign, as seen in the Philippines' rise in the Transparency International Corruption Index, cases filed against lawmakers who abused their pork barrel, the highest GDP growth in Southeast Asia, and new investment-grade statuses. Synchronization of the ARMM elections with the national polls, and a signed annex on power sharing of framework agreement on the Bangsamoro in Mindanao. The Department of Health, or DOH, records 244 cases of fireworks-related injuries as of Monday. Assistant Health Secretary Eric Tayag says the banned firecracker Piccolo caused about 64% of the incidents. The number is higher than the 188 cases recorded in the same period last year. Local government units and hospitals brace for more incidents as the New Year celebrations come near. Malacanang urges Filipinos to follow warnings against using deadly firecrackers. The government also encourages citizens to organize community fireworks displays instead. The Philippine government has a New Year's resolution for Filipinos: be on time. Filipinos are urged to synchronize their watches with the official Philippine Standard Time come New Year. Republic Act 10535 requires government offices and broadcasting companies to display Philippine Standard Time. It will continue to follow the current time zone of GMT plus 8 hours. The law aims to prevent Filipinos from being late. President Aquino leads the commemoration of the 117th death anniversary of national hero Jose Rizal Monday. Instead of attending the rites at Rizal Park in Manila, Aquino attends the flag-raising ceremonies in his hometown in Tarlac City. Monday also marks the centennial of the Rizal National Monument in Luneta. Vice President Jejomar Binay leads the rites at Rizal Park. The ceremony is held simultaneously with other Rizal Day commemorations in other cities. On December 30th, 1896, Rizal was executed for writing books attacking Spanish colonial rule. His nationalistic works helped fire up the Philippine Revolution against the colonizers. Last Friday, Rappler reported Manny Pacquiao's financial advisor, Michael Kunks, misstated the boxer's revenue and expense in his tax returns. For the second part of that report, documents show Kunks also had conflicts of interest in dealing with Pacquiao and Bob Arum's company, Top Rank. Once called Manny Pacquiao's rice fluffer and a drifter who used to hang around Coach Freddie Rocha's wildcard gym, Kunks allegedly introduced himself as a lawyer, but he was only a paralegal. Kunks played a role in delivering Pacquiao to Top Rank in the aftermath of a disastrous relationship with the previous promoter. Accounting group Vision Quest, or VQ, which handled Pacquiao's books for a time in 2011, raised 4 issues against Kunks and his company, ADK. In a letter to Pacquiao in June 2011, Vision Quest President and CEO Michael Lodge warned the boxer about Kunks. Lodge says ADK, Kunks' company, was suspended as a legal Californian company after failing to file informational and business tax returns. It continued to handle Pacquiao's money even when it had no legal status to do so. The accounting firm says around $1.3 million, or over 56 million pesos, have been transferred to ADK, but it, quote, has not shown a full accounting of the funds. As business advisor to Pacquiao, Kunks negotiates contracts with Top Rank. Lodge points out Kunks' conflict of interest, saying he collected agent fees from Top Rank, Pacquiao's promoter. Lodge asks, it could appear that he is serving not only Manny Pacquiao, but also Top Rank. The question that should be asked, is Manny getting the best contract for a fight? On Friday, Kunks declined to comment on the VQ documents leaked to reporters. VQ also noted discrepancies between the HBO figures on Pacquiao's earnings and the numbers from Bob Arum's Top Rank, with some discrepancies reaching $250,000 US. VQ's services were terminated in September 2011, just months after Lodge raised the alarm. Latest reports indicate he has $18.3 million in unpaid taxes in the United States, covering 2006 to 2010. In March 2011, the Philippines Bureau of Internal Revenue in Region 12 sued Pacquiao. It said Pacquiao owed the government 143 million pesos in taxes for 2009. Pacquiao cried harassment. The BIR ordered Pacquiao's bank deposits frozen for a total of 2.2 billion pesos in alleged tax liability. The boxing champ employed the services of law firm Romulo Mabanta, Buenaventura, Sayok, and De Los Angeles. In the meantime, the Court of Tax Appeals issued a gag order on both Pacquiao and his lawyers and BIR chief Kim Henares. A South Korean minister says North Korea is purging officials close to Jang Song-tak, the once powerful uncle of leader Kim Jong-un, who was executed this month on charges of treason and corruption. Analysts say the North Korean leader resented Jang's power and influence. Earlier this month, South Korea's spy chief said 2 of Jang's associates were executed, while North Korea reportedly recalled some diplomats believed to have been close to Jang, including the deputy ambassador to UNESCO. South Korea's unification minister says the purge appears to target a small circle of officials. A powerful cyclone packing winds of more than 200 kilometers an hour threatens Australia's west coast, forcing towns into lockdown and shutting iron ore operations. Cyclone Christine is set to hit land between Karata and Port Hedland at about midnight Monday, triggering a red alert for Port Hedland and South Hedland on the Pilbara coast. Well, let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 3, A fire sweeps through an Indian train carriage packed with sleeping passengers Saturday, killing at least 26 people. The train was traveling from the southern city of Bangalore to the city of Nanded. Indian families face an agonizing wait for the bodies of their loved ones Sunday, with some 20 bodies already recovered and identified. At number 8, under pressure from the Catholic Church, the Spanish government agrees to tighten its abortion law. Thousands of Catholics gather in the Plaza de Colón Square to celebrate an open-air Roman Catholic Mass for the Holy Family. Many want the government to implement an outright abortion ban without exceptions. On December 20th, the government says it would roll back a 2010 law that allowed women to choose to abort in the first 14 weeks of pregnancy. And at number 10, German driver Michael Schumacher goes through brain surgery and is in critical condition after a skiing accident in the French Alps Sunday. Schumacher was skiing on unmarked slopes with his 14-year-old son in the Maribel Resort when he fell and hit his head on a rock. Doctors say the retired 7-time Formula One champion suffers a serious brain trauma with coma, requiring an immediate neurosurgical operation. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page that crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories that have affected our readers and our viewers the most emotionally. If you take a look, these 10 stories have gotten the most number of votes on their mood meter. Let's take a look. The story that we just told you about, Schumacher in coma, critical after France ski accident. You have 100% sad in that. And Pacquiao's money man, interesting, you have 53% sad and a large 40% angry. That red brought out in the story that's gotten the most number of votes in the last 24 hours. A Rappler special, Pork Tales, a story of corruption. It's our interactive infographic summarizing the year of Pork Tales, a story of corruption. You have 13% inspired and a whopping 80% angry. That red bringing out the mood of the day. Today, most people are angry. Well, it is 2 days before the end of the year, so hopefully that anger dies down. That is Rappler's newscast for today, Monday, December 30th, 2013. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.